Welcome to my channel. Hi, Gemini. Welcome back. My name is Emily Gear. I am a multi-dimensional channel and transformative energy healer, and I'm here with your weekly messages. So, this is the week of the Lion's Gate, but it doesn't really matter when you get this message. If it's resonating with you, then it's for you. I just want to sort of connect to the energies that I'm getting for you this week. I'm definitely feeling this sense of reinventing yourself on some level. This could be within a relationship. This could be outside of a relationship. This could be in a new creative venture. This could be in context of a new situation. But there is this sense of an important reinvention of yourself. And you really are starting over or starting anew with a new set of truths. Is probably the best way to put this. I'm sorry, my dog is drinking again. I swear to you, every time I turn on the microphone, they all have this need to get into the water bowl. Anyway, it's almost like you're seeing yourself through new eyes, and it could be that there's something that you weren't sure you were capable of before that you are now feeling very empowered about. Or at least you're coming to a point where you're beginning to feel empowered. And I'm getting the sense of a couple things. And one is that there are some things in your life that you have been clutching onto, or unwilling to let go of, or maybe afraid to let go of. They could be anything. We could be talking about a home. We could be talking about objects. We could be talking about relationship or a job. It really spans the gamut here, but it's like you're actually getting the perspective to see that you are not these things, that you are separate from and outside. I mean, I don't want to say separate from, because that seems to contradict the idea of unity consciousness, that's not what I mean to do. But what I mean is that those things are external and they are not part of your internal world. And so, in the sense that they are part of you, because everything is unity, they are not as much a part, I guess they are not as much a central part of you as you. Okay, so we're going to get out of that mind frame in order to talk about this for a second, because just know that the overall truth is unity consciousness. But in this case, it's as if you needed to come into a sense of personal empowerment. And again, using that word sovereignty, which I keep talking about not being the best word, but we're going to say it anyway, because language is so limiting. So you're seeing yourself as a creative being now, and you've got like this, you're sort of armed with this new sense of purpose, and I feel like a new sense of understanding who you are and understanding your truth. Excuse me for the cough. This is new for you because you have been so dependent on certain things in the past, whether it was dependent on a certain ideology. I'm getting that for some of you, that you needed to have rules to follow, or you thought you needed to have rules to follow. You may have been dependent on other people or a person, or relied on a relationship for your value in this world. Maybe you needed a certain title, or you thought you needed a certain title at work to attribute value to yourself. And all of this is kind of being dismantled. I feel like, though, instead of it being a really harsh dismantling, that this is like an important, and it could be a very sudden realization, but it is a a softer realization. It's not the kind of realization where everything falls to pieces at your feet and then you realized, what really matters in your life or something like that. This is different than that. This is kind of a becoming. And it may be a quick becoming. I'm definitely feeling this sense of like the perspective shifting quickly, but it doesn't feel violent, if that makes sense. It doesn't feel super painful. It feels like a realization. It feels like a broadened horizon. It feels almost like hope to me. And while it might not immediately feel like hope, it might immediately feel like, oh my God, I don't want to let go of all this stuff. And yet, in some sense, there's relief in it. And as you do that, when you do this thing, it actually transforms you in a really interesting way, because it's actually releasing energy that has blocked you from either manifesting certain things a lot of you from manifesting certain things in your life, whether it's a meaningful relationship or it is a incredible creative project or it is physical healing on some level. It is releasing this, whatever it is, if it's a belief, a system of beliefs, a habit. I just literally had cake, the image of cake appear in my mind. So if anybody has like a sweet tooth or a sweets addiction, that could be you, or it could also be that I really want cake right now. So let's not read into everything. But this does bring about a kind of empowerment, and this, I do feel, sort of comes to a head for you. If you're listening to this during the week that it's being recorded, it may come to a head for you at the Lion's Gate. This may be part of that passage that you're making at this time. I do feel like some of the fear there is a degree of fear that surrounds letting go of these things, like I mentioned. And for some of you, it comes down to the struggle or the conflict that's involved, whether that has to do with, like, let's say you're letting go of a job that's not serving you at this point, and there's going to be a bit of a financial struggle in order to make ends meet while you find something else. Okay. If you left the job before finding something else, and you know what, if that's the way that it comes to you, if that's what feels right, then, you need to do what resonates with you. For some of you, this may be the fight that comes from getting out of a relationship, which is damaging to you in some way or not helping you. For others, this might be the struggle of physical healing or emotional healing or mental healing. And knowing that it can be an uphill battle. I would challenge you that what we thought had to be does not have to be. So if we have known healing to be an uphill battle in the past, it does not have to be. It's exactly as simple as we allow it to be. And that may be part of your dawning understanding that's coming out this week. It does feel like a dawning understanding, something that materializes, maybe not slowly, but gradually within a certain period of time. It's like the picture becomes clear for you bit by bit. And by bit, I mean within the span of this week. So in the scheme of things, it's not a slow realization, but it does kind of materialize for you. And in that way, I'm feeling a new connection, a brand new alignment, like a new connection to your core that has not been available to you in the past because you were blocking it with holding on to these things, whatever these things are for you. It's that core nature, that we build up all kinds of expectations and beliefs and fears and past life experiences and energies that we take on from other people are all built in around this core. And unless you really know, some of you do, unless you really know how to directly access that, it's a process of unpeeling the layers. And you're doing that to some extent this week. Sorry about that. This is your new beginning, for sure. But in order to get that, you are going to have to make that release, which will empower you to break through whatever this thing is that you're afraid of having to get through. I think it's because you can't really see it. You can't really see what this quote unquote struggle is or could be or has been. And because of that, it seems like this hidden demon, but it's not. It's exactly as easy as you'll let it be. So if you want to fight things, if you want to pull out that ego and you want to resist and push and make it difficult, it can be just as difficult as you want it to be too. Or you can just surrender, like I've been talking about in all my videos in the last week or two, about allowing the role of the divine feminine, about allowing the surrender of the outmoded behaviors and thoughts and beliefs about ourselves and who we are and what we do here, what we're allowed to value. So release that fear. On top of everything else, releasing that fear serves to empower you. And once you've empowered yourself in that way, you have nothing blocking you. Because what is blocking us except for our own fears and our own baggage? And once you've set that down, there's really nothing in your way. You absolutely, and maybe this is the realization, the dawning realization that you had this week in this time of really potent manifestation, that you are as capable of this as you let yourself be, that you truly are creating your own reality, giving yourself this new beginning, painting the tableau yourself. And yes, of course, other people are involved, situations are involved, but you are 100% in control of how you react to those, even if you can't control the things on the outside, and you shouldn't try to. But you are in control of how you react to those things. So release the fear this week and allow yourself to go with the flow, to dig deep for that trust of Gaia, Mother Gaia, the earth, for that trust in Source Creator, for that trust in the universe, that your drive to do these things, to release these things, to broaden your horizons, to broaden your life, to start over, are all based upon the desire to become truly aligned with who you are in your core and not continue along this kind of masked pathway of resistance and struggle and fighting. I think this is an important turning point for you in your healing journey, but also in everything that will affect for you in the coming weeks and even year ahead, they're saying. So be sure to take these feelings seriously. I feel like some of you brush them off as either not realistic or just bits of your imagination or paranoia or something. But whatever it is, these releases and this letting go should make you feel relieved, should make you feel liberated, okay? It's connecting into the earth, into the unity consciousness that we started talking about in the beginning of this, and connecting into the nurturing nature of the planet, of the divine feminine herself. That's going to help you to dig deep, to move through this, okay? To gain this empowerment that we're talking about, which is there waiting for you. It's already part of you. It's that you need to release it, okay? So I hope this has been helpful for you. We are going to do an extended reading, you versus them, on Vimeo, and that link is in the description box below. It's different than my previous relationships reading. This is going to look at your situation and their situation, and hopefully shed some light on some things that are going on. So also, if you would like to do a private reading with me, or energy healing, or akashic records consultation, anything like that, you can reach me on my website and schedule that on my website, which is IamEmilyGear.com. So until next time, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. Please remember to like this video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.